I'm Josh Nielsen, and you're watching Callum Pettit Behind the Line. One of TGR's big up-and-coming talents is Callum Pettit. This was the first year that we worked with Callum, and he's just got that really young mentality and a lot of technical ability and just raw talent. McIntosh and Dana had kind of taken Callum under their wing this year. Callum, every time he went out was getting A+ shots in some lines that Mac and Dana didn't want to step up to.
We came across this one air that I'd been looking at for some time, but really wanted nothing to do with. It was huge for one, 50 to 60 feet. The tranny was very pinpoint. You had to have really good accuracy to hit it. And below, about 100 feet below the landing, there was a crevasse, just about big enough to fit a person through.
Mac and the other people had seen this really, really small hole, which was what was left of a Bergstrom.
Callum was super confident that he could nail the air and wouldn't even need to worry about it. When he hit the air, I knew immediately he got his trajectory a little bit wrong. Just super scary because 60 feet to rocks is not something you want to be doing. He went into a violent tomahawk. There was no stopping, and he tomahawked 100 feet down the slope, and I kept thinking, all right, he's gonna miss the crevasse, he's gonna miss the crevasse. And on the last two rollovers, he basically turned a corner and went straight into the hole. We were all super scared at that point. We didn't know what had happened to him, how far down he'd gone.
Everyone is like, oh my God. He could have fallen to the center of the earth. Those things can just go down into the abyss.
I got up to the edge of the hole very carefully and looked down in, and there was Callum about 15 feet down, standing on a pyramid of snow that had built up from snow sloughing in this hole all winter.
Mac was there, he was ready, he was prepared. He had a rope in his backpack and the proper rescue equipment, and was able to get to Callum really quickly and get him out of the hole.
No, it was super scary. That's the last thing we ever want to see happen in the backcountry, and I think it was a learning experience for not only Callum, being a young big mountain skier, but all of us who were there. And afterwards, luckily, we were able to joke about it because he was okay, that it was a pretty excellent hole-in-one golf shot. When you see the shot, you'll know what I'm talking about.